me close.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna jump right into the look. So what I am doing first is my skin. I'm using my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer to prime with. That's my favorite freaking primer. They have two new ones that came out, but I just use Universal Sheer. And then I'm using my Juvia's Place foundation, and I believe in the shade CANA. Yeah, so I'm using that as more of a summer shade for me, so it is a little darker, but I was wearing a turtleneck anyway, and I usually match my foundation darker. So I'm taking that with my Morphe foundation brush, and then I'm using, I think it's like the 430 brush or something like that, and then I'm using my Evian spray water. It's basically just water in the can, and the only reason I use it is to help me blend out like areas that might have gotten a little dry, if it sat too long or something like that. Sometimes this foundation on my skin, because my skin is very dry, does that. And that's the only reason I use it. It's not setting, it's just basically water in a can. So after I do that, I'm going to color correct with my LA Girl concealer in Peach. That's the only like reason I use this concealer. I don't like LA Girl anymore. I think it's too drugstore-y. Like, I don't know, I still use drugstore foundation or drugstore products, but like, I don't know, it's just not enough for me, you feel me? So after I color correct, I use Peach, by the way. It's not very harsh. Most people don't need something that dark. And then I put it on top of my foundation because I think it really brightens my under eye. I'm going in, then I am highlighting with my NYX Born to Glow concealer in golden, and then my Moria, I forgot how to pronounce it, but their concealer in the shade 3. This concealer is very comparable to Tarte Tape Shape. It's an indie brand, so the only place I know you can get it in store is Riley Rose. That's where I got it when I worked there. And I'm blending that out with my NYX sponge, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set my or bake. I don't really bake like that for real anymore, but sometimes I just do. But I always apply it with, oh no, sorry, I'm going to do my concealer, like contouring. I use this concealer from ColourPop all the time. I think it's in dark 56, deep dark 56, and then I put it on top of the brush. This is a foundation brush from Urban Decay because I think it creates a softer effect. I'm gonna do an updated foundation routine and go through everything and why I do what I do. But I'm going to bake. Like I was saying, I don't do it all the time. It kind of just depends, but I use a brush to kind of not pack on too much. But that's my Fenty baking powder and honey. And then I go on with my Morphe powder and I set everything else just because I think this looks so flawless. And that's my Morphe powder and filter 10. It is a pressed foundation basically, so use it lightly. So next I'm going to use for the eyes my Makeup Revolution like coffee palette latte. It might be coffee or latte, I forgot. But I'm gonna put the shades that I'm using up in the corner. I'm using Java, Mocha, and Roast, I believe. So Java is going on first. It's just like a very light pink shade, and I'm just using like a fluffy brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm just using that. It's really a simple look. I hated it at first, and then I kind of just kept doing it and trying to like troubleshoot, and then I really liked it. So next is Mocha. Mocha is just a deeper pink, and I'm going in with a more like precision brush. This is a brush from Morphe. If y'all, I'm sorry, I will never remember the brushes I use. I just record videos when I have the time, and then weeks later I will like upload it. So I never really have the time to like, I don't upload them as soon as I record them. It's really like weeks later, and they're like not uploaded in the same order I've like recorded it, so I just forget. And I have so many brushes I couldn't tell you, but basically this is just like a very, it's kind of like, I call them tulip brushes. They come up to a point, kind of tapered, but it's like denser. It's not as fluffy, so it really helps get the color where you want it to be and pack a lot of color on. I didn't have any problems with this being patchy. I have their avocado palette, and I thought that was kind of patchy the first time I used it, but it could have been me and the wrong brushes and the wrong under eye primer. Yeah, it just could have been me. So yeah, but this palette was fine. So I just go back and forth between the two colors basically, and I'm just trying to blend it. I don't like very harsh edges. I don't like anything underneath my brow. I don't do any type of highlighting underneath my brow normally. I like it to just be free and clear up there. Then I did a cut crease, and I just edited it out because I always do when I'm going to upload a video of like me doing a cut crease, a better one. This is a cut crease, but I don't know. So now I'm taking roast, and you can see the shape of the cut crease. I don't know why I did it that way. I don't know. I just did. But I didn't really like it. I didn't really care for it. I should have just done what I usually do when I want to do like a quote unquote half cut crease. But I use roast all on the lid. Go figure, it really only works really well with your finger, applying it with your finger, or maybe like some type of spongy, like if you have the old school applicators, it probably would apply really nicely, but it was really hard for me to apply this with my fingers because my nails are long. So I just did the best I could with this eye, and then I'm blending out that outer edge with more mocha because yeah, I kind of just wanted it to not be so like cut creasy, you feel me? And then actually on this eye I used the Q-tip because I couldn't get in all the little crevices of my eye. And I'm just showing you better on this side how I kind of softened up basically the line from the cut crease. Like, I don't know why I did that shape. It was just, the concealer was just very harsh on the outer edge, and you can kind of see like where, I just didn't want anything to be like, this is where the cut crease stops, this is where it starts. So yeah, I put my lashes on, just regular eyeliner. You know, I can't do wing eyeliner. Now I'm bronzing with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Deep Darkest, I believe. And that's just like a very fluffy, like tapered tulip kind of brush. This, they say it's like a medium coverage, but I don't really think it's a medium coverage. To me, I think it's very sheer. So if you don't want to be too cakey, I would maybe omit this and go with a more traditional bronzer. They kind of sell this as like a medium coverage, like you can get it up to a medium coverage, but I don't think so. I think it's very sheer. But I am contouring my nose and the rest of my face with my, I forgot to show it, but it's just my Fenty bronzer in Caramel Cutie. I really like it because it looks warm, like it looks like it's gonna be warm in the pan for me, but it's actually so close to my skin tone that it almost comes off a little ashy almost when I put darker foundation and darker things on, and then I put that on top. It looks like ashy because it kind of now looks too light, or not ashy, it just kind of gives that like not warm, that cool effect, and creates a really nice contour. So I'm just taking another, this is another Morphe brush. This is like a dome shaped brush. Is very, I like using dome shaped brushes because I like to be able to freely blend out my contour in every direction, and then I can get into that more so when I do my full updated routine. And then this is a blush and highlighter quad or triplet thing from Sephora, and that's basically the look. I'm sorry I didn't get to record like the end of me like showing you what it looks like, so you just gotta follow me on Instagram. Yeah, so if you want to see this look in full, like, you know, detail, follow me on Instagram at Ashley Styles. And I'll see y'all in the next video.